Front Row Video Reviews with the Frog Brothers Podcast.
Hello. In stereo, we're available. We're the Frog Brothers Podcast, and this is Front Row Video Reviews. This week we'll be talking about Space Jam.
2000.
A New Legacy.
A New Legacy. Sorry, I forgot to subtitle this shit.
It's all right. I think I'm the only one who was kind of looking forward to this movie, but then when it came out, I was kind of like, we'll see. I don't know.
I thought it was a fun concept, right? I mean, there's a lot you can do with the Space Jam, so.
I liked the first half a lot better than the second half.
Hello?
Hello?
Didn't seem like I was working. I wasn't really looking forward to it, but it was better than I expected.
I mean, the first one's a fucking 90s classic for so many reasons, right? You brought in the Looney Tunes characters, you had Michael Jordan, like, in his fucking prime, when the Bulls were fucking gods. Michael Jordan was a god. And then you had fucking Wayne Knight on there.
And then he went and got a Hitler mustache in that airplane ad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was weird, huh?
Mm-hmm. But we also had Bill fucking Murray in Space Jam.
Exactly.
Like, how are you going to argue that?
I'm friends with the producer. That old line.
And Ivan Reitman, yeah. So
yeah.
It's
classic.
Makes sense.
So that's pretty sweet.
So they decided to do a sequel, and obviously they talked about this for a little while, and it's kind of been one of those things in the works coming out. Interesting casting, though. Don Cheadle, man. I love Don Cheadle, but Don Cheadle as the villain in this movie I thought was very...
annoying.
Underwhelming.
It's the
and
writing.
not in a good way. It was just terrible writing for him.
Yeah. I mean, I love him as well, but I was just very bored with what was happening there. It was boring.
Yeah, and to your point, the first half of the movie, like where you're getting the character development, getting the story is much better.
There's lots of cool different references. We can...
Well, let's break it down. Let's jump
break
right
it
in.
down. Well, it opens off pretty fucking quick. Like, in the first minute, it's already like, all right, we're moving past... Like, it opens up with his, what is LeBron James, which we will find out in, like, a minute. But it's his mom being like, hey, honey, sorry I can't make your basketball game. I know this is every movie cliche already, but, you know, it's cool. I got to go to work. Which I get that that's actually real.
Yeah,
It's
there's
a real
a lot
thing, so there's
yeah.
that. But it just seems funny being in a movie because it's in movies a lot.
And I don't know enough about LeBron James's backstory to know
don't
if
either.
that's like legit based on his childhood and when they wrote the script for him. And it may very well
Right,
be
like those
based
aren't his
off-
actual kids, are they?
No, they're not.
So, like...
That's not his actual wife, for sure.
Or exactly. So it's kind of just weird in general because you have that false sense of reality.
Yes.
Eh,
And they have really good screen chemistry, like as father and son, and like as a family. Like it works
Well, I
pretty
mean,
well.
he does not have good chemistry with a camera.
That wasn't Michael Jordan's role
When he's not playing basketball.
Movie, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how he is at basketball. I'm sure he's fine at basketball. He's a great basketball player.
Who?
LeBron James, you know. I hear he's pretty good, you know.
What was it?
But
He's got a few titles to his name.
But
so.
he's not a good actor. I mean, they make a joke about that. Athletes shouldn't be actors or whatever.
He definitely doesn't have the charisma of Michael Jordan.
No. And even Michael Jordan was not that great of an actor, believe me.
No, that movie's based around everything else
No,
going on
not a
around
good
it, as with this. So.
I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger was technically an athlete, turned actor, turned governor, turned actor, turned maid banger, somewhere in there. Pretty sweet life. If you ask me. We're going to cover that Schwarzenegger documentary at some point. Remember the 70s one where he smokes weed?
Oh, yeah.
I thought there was like a new one.
No.
We're talking Space Jam, though, so
yeah.
you
Well,
got this
I mean,
whole...
I was going to get us back to it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, don't fucking step on my toes here. The first thing I notice is the Looney Tunes backpack here in the scene in 1998.
Yeah.
And the fucking kids handed over a Game Boy. Which
I don't like the anti-video game messaging in this movie.
Well, it's just that he's a bad father. Which, again, might be great at basketball. Bad father in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know why he let himself be portrayed this way. He learned a lesson in the end, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't expect
maybe
the
I should
son
let
to
my
kinda
son
go against him. That was cool.
Yeah, the son was like, fuck you, daddy.
Yeah, he's like, you're making me hate basketball, Dad. And you're like, that's pretty profound.
But he's all into fucking Game Boy. And then the guy's like, hey, fuck you, fuck Game Boys, fuck video games, get your shit together. You're 12 years old. What the fuck are you doing?
It's like you're supposed to support your single mom, you asshole.
And then he slaps him, and then he throws away the Game Boy. He doesn't slap him, but he may as well have.
He slaps him
The
emotionally.
kid throws it away.
That's what I
right?
mean. He's
Why didn't
fucking
you sell it?
fucked with the kid so hard that
Fucking idiot.
the kid throws it away. Because it's
At least-
symbolic.
At least give it away.
It's symbolic of him giving up a dream.
Yeah. It's symbolic
Playing
of him
video games.
stopping playing video games by throwing them right in the fucking trash. All I could think of is that I was looking in the background while it was at the basketball scene, though. I was waiting for Teen Wolf to show up, and not Teen Wolf in the background, but like I was expecting to see the guy pulling up his pants from the end of Teen Wolf in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Bleachers, you know. I was looking like, where's that guy? That should be cameoed in here.
Is Teen Wolf Warner Brothers?
I don't know.
Well, the Teen Wolf TV show's on CW, right? So that would be,
Interesting.
I think.
Actually, I think it's on MTV.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, pretty
Mhm.
sure. Although I didn't watch it.
It's a CW.
The only
type
one I almost
show.
watched was the Scream one, but I hear it's pretty much just like those ones. So yeah.
Yeah, they're just complete reimaginings loosely based on the title or the original, but they try to be darker and like teen romantic comedies and all-around shows.
Which,
and
whatever,
you're
you gotta appeal to teenage goth girls somehow. So
like, yeah, I get that.
give them something, I guess.
It's not shit I'm watching, though.
Yeah, not that stuff. So yeah, my note just says LeBron is a bad actor and a bad father.
Lol.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He's a shit father in
No,
this.
the WB tower, they're all like, look at the WB tower. It's like I've done that same swooping shot they did while filming for my OnlyFans. Around my tower. Should get a Warner Brothers sticker for it. You know what I mean?
Why not
Like
just get
Daffy
a
Duck
tattoo?
has
yeah.
Daffy Duck has one on his ass in the first Space Jam. He's like,
Oh,
property
yeah.
of Warner Brothers, and then he kisses his ass. Fucking rules. The first one's a lot better. I just feel like reviewing that one, but we're here, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Sarah Silverman.
Is underutilized in this, too.
Yeah,
like,
actually, like one scene, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't even. It's
I
kind of
forgot
just
she
like
was
a
even in
weird
it.
thing. They maybe had like one day of filming for her. Maybe that's why she did it. I feel like because it's like otherwise it'd be so pointless. Maybe it was like here's $30,000. Come here for a day.
yeah, come hang out and do this. Yeah, she's-
The kid in the room with his fucking laboratory basically,
his computer screen set up
and
and
he's like
gaming
doing
system
music
set up?
and
Yeah.
screaming, streaming stuff in and like fucking scanning shit and like doing all the shit. It feels like me when I'm like editing videos and doing like the music video shit overnight.
Yeah.
On your old Mac.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh. Trusty old Mac.
Wow.
We're podcasting off of it right now.
Thanks, Steve Jobs.
That's
I
real.
appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're trying
I mean, eventually, you're starting out, you're learning that
Shows it-
Jabron and his son have
to. Did
conflict
you say
over...
Jabron?
LeBron. Maybe I
Jabroni.
said Jabron.
Jabroni.
I don't know.
Oh God. They have a meeting over at Warner Brothers. That's what's happening there.
Mm-hmm.
And the algorithm, which is Don Cheadle, Algae Rhythm,
Yeah, Algae Rhythm and his little
more like Hugh Janus.
yeah. Huge. It's huge.
Huge. Listen, just like,
Like,
my
how do you
mouth.
make Don Cheadle unlikable? Well, you write this script.
I liked seeing Batman right up front in there. You're seeing LeBron versus... It could be LeBron versus Batman or whatever the fuck. And I was like, all right, no. Batman would seriously whoop his ass. Don't even.
You see like a bunch of Batman characters in the background.
I was about to say, yeah,
of the
we'll
games, too,
we'll
like
talk about
Penguin
that
and
when we
Joker
get to it for sure. There's a lot of different Batman shit in this, which...
And they
What's the
use, like,
coolest part?
They use like the animated series animation for Batman and Superman.
Yes. Stephen Yeun's in there
Mm-hmm.
from Walking Dead, and he's in a horror
Oh,
movie
that's
called
right.
Mayhem. That
He's
was
like
pretty
one of the
weird. That's kind of
producers.
like the Belko experiment movie, but different.
I think I
Yeah,
watched
he's
that.
the one talking about the algorithm and realizes that...
It's on Shudder. I watched the Joe Bob's one.
What's LeBron's son's name in this movie? I'm always forgetting it.
LeBron
Dom.
Jr.
Dom, yeah, that's it.
Dom.
Yeah, he's family.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, so when he's talking to Dom, you know, you realize that Dom knows the games.
1 mile at a time.
Named you after Fast and the Furious.
Oh man.
Family memes. Gotta love them.
So this is when they pretty much established that this could not possibly be a sequel to me. it's a standalone reboot. Because the original one, Toon World, is real, and it's broadcasting to American televisions at all
Right.
time, and they have to recreate the cartoons and shit.
But they kind of reference the first movie in a way. Like
They do,
like it
but
did
they
happen.
don't. Like, it clearly... Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's just
Va-
bad...
Vaguely.
It's just bad lore. They fucked up the lore in this one. I get it. You watch Jumanji, the new Jumanji movies,
There's
and you're
never,
like,
like,
video games are the new thing.
there's not really continuity in the Looney Tunes canon, though.
No, this isn't Looney Tunes canon, though. It's Space Jam canon.
But I mean, within that, there's no continuity, so I don't
There
think
is,
really
because
needs to be
there's one
continuity
movie.
here. No,
Now there's two, and
Looney
they
Tunes.
changed it.
Looney Tunes doesn't have continuity.
Looney Tunes is irrelevant. I'm talking about Space Jam, which is...
Yeah, but the Looney Tunes within Space Jam don't have continuity,
Yes, they do.
so it works.
They do. In the first Space Jam, that's their continuity.
Right.
That's all there is.
But there's no continuity in the second.
They
one.
are real. They are not in a... What's that fucking shithole called?
The serververse or some shit.
Serververse? Yeah, that
Yeah.
bullshit. They're not in a serververse in the first one. They are real.
They're digital now.
That does not make any sense.
They got upgraded.
It's horse shit.
But yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yeah.
It's just annoying to me.
That didn't carry over well yet, to your point. And, Bugs Bunny's character, like, has some nods and stuff about kind of throwbacks to it, but never directly references it, right?
Well, there's even the little gremlins from the first movie, the evil bastards who grow into the Monstars.
Oh, are they in that?
They make a brief appearance as audience members.
Okay, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Then the Michael Jordan joke.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan. Yeah.
I was like, I know it's going to be Michael B. Jordan that walks in, but it was still pretty good gag. Obvious gag, but...
Well, they could have gone either way with that,
I
right?
didn't know because I was like,
Oh, I figured that's what they were going to do.
I didn't, but hey.
Well, once he started
It was-
walking, I was like,
it was
oh, they
alright.
could just do Michael B. Jordan. That'd be fine. But, I mean, at the same time, Michael Jordan could show up and just say,
It's
hey,
a
man,
stupid joke I like.
When they're sucked in there, though, one of the things he says that made me laugh was he says, the computer's black? I was like, well, that's fucked up. They pass the Wizard of Oz world and the Matrix world when they're sent to the Toon World.
Mm-hmm.
I only caught so much of this stuff, and I was like, I'm not rewinding a billion times.
And then when they're flying out after they steal Marvin the Martian spaceship, they pass by the Harry Potter world because LeBron James gets all excited about that one.
yeah.
So they show...
He falls into the Toon World in a Nike shape, which was pretty funny.
Yeah. I do like the animated version of him.
Yeah, well, I like the animation in general. Like, it kind of makes me wish they would do a new little Looney Tunes shit, and I know they have before, and I don't know if they currently are, but it's never really that great what I've seen. Even in this, it's not great. The animation looks great, but it's weird and toned down, because Looney Tunes was so fucking weird.
And violent before,
Yeah, if you look at it now, it's like, oh, this is pretty fucked up and weird and old-timey now. But, I lost my train of thought.
Well, that's why they're called Looney Tunes, because they're literally fucking nuts.
Yeah, the animation looks great. He has to swap his fucking beard and his hair. That's a funny gag because, Looney Tunes do shit like that.
Yeah, and then when he first lands, he's like squished. And he makes a joke about being as tall as Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm shorter than Kevin Hart. Then he like blows his finger and like it inflates again.
Yeah, I don't like the Bugs Bunny voice.
No, the voice actor...
Billy West is fucking alive still, and he played him in the first Space Jam. I understand this guy is who he plays him now in their commercials and lore and shit like that, but
Yeah,
Space Jam was Billy West. You may as well just had him
It's
back.
pretty off, yeah.
And that voice actor did quite a few of the Looney Tunes roles.
Yes.
So,
The guy who did Daffy, and he did a couple other ones. Daffy was good.
yeah, Daffy felt right. I love some of the most fun part of this movie, though, is just when Bugs and LeBron are out on their adventure.
Yeah.
And they go to the Warner Brothers world trying to look for Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. And I do like how you kind of see that Bugs Bunny is like, even a cartoon called a Looney Tune is having a mental breakdown because he's recreating fake friends in the world after everyone abandoned him.
Yes.
Like, the irony of that's pretty good.
Yeah, that bit was pretty funny. That's what I mean by like the first half of this. Like that stuff's pretty funny. Then Bugs Bunny doing his Kirk impression maybe goes on a little bit too long. But it's I don't know, it's one of those things that's also like, yeah, I've seen people do a Kirk impression about 150,000 times before, so maybe do something else. But I don't know. I'm just an asshole too.
Yeah, but with some of that, though, you just catch such a broad appeal that way. And like they're trying to have stuff for everybody in this movie, which is why Warner Brothers
9-year-olds
literally
don't know who Kirk is, though, necessarily.
Yes, but Grandpa that takes the kid to the movie knows who Kirk is, and that's the joke who's for.
I understand that. I understand that. I'm
But-
saying it's still fucking stupid and contrived, and I'm
Well.
not here for it.
This whole movie is basically advertising for the entire Warner Brothers catalog, so
Well, it's an advertisement for fucking HBO Max.
yes.
Because a lot of
Look at all
these
the
properties
things
are
on HBO
available
Max.
on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go to DC World and Daffy is Superman.
Mm-hmm. With the real Superman, and then like the that's the cartoon version of the Justice League, and then what's the Teen Titans? Is that who's there too?
I think so.
It's like Batgirl and some of the other younger characters.
I don't think she's part of the Teen Titans as far as I'm aware, but maybe
Oh.
at some point. But not in like the shows or anything.
Okay. Well, I don't watch any of that shit, so
Well, the first Teen Titans series is pretty fucking dope. It was like very much reminiscent of Batman the Animated Series, but still more lighthearted and kid-friendly because they're teenagers, more like a Ninja Turtle style.
yeah, okay.
But then the one they did after that was like literally like the Teen Titans didn't even go on adventures and fight crime and have dark shit happen at all, because the other one had some pretty dark moments. But it even had like Red Hood and shit in it, I think. But like this one was like fucking, they would hang around the house and have emotional problems and like do just wacky cartoon shit. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Good times.
I stopped taking notes after a certain point. Rick and Morty dropping off the Tasmanian Devil. That was pretty
good.
funny.
Yeah.
They're like, we're done with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm sick of his shit. He's your problem.
Yeah. Which is good. I feel like some of the Looney Tunes didn't get quite the screen time they did like in the first one. Like the Tasmanian Devil didn't do much. I did love the fucking Mad Max Wile E. Coyote coming in there and like that whole fucking scene. I thought that was one of my favorite like cartoon character introductions in that.
Yeah.
That was good.
I hated Porky Pig rapping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just cringy. I get it. Maybe some kids don't like it. Maybe like 5-year-old kids would like that, but
I don't even think my kids would like that. My kids would be like, what? No.
I'm done with this. Turn it off, Dad.
Yeah. They're like, Dad, why are you making us watch
This is
this?
scaring me. Makes me want to commit genocide.
That's
Whoa,
dark.
kid, where'd you learn that word?
I don't think it went on too long though. Luckily.
No, most of the stuff you kind of get right through the bad parts. And then, obviously, the game. Am I missing anything here?
I didn't even take notes on the game. I
Well,
was
and
like,
then
I'm just
the-
taking notes on any characters I see that
And
I
then
like.
the basketball game is the video game that the kid created.
Yeah, that's kind of fascinating. And
Yeah,
obviously
he
he's
rips the
upgraded
characters
the
out of
kid,
that, yeah.
and he's shown them how to like.
Which it helps explain how like his son can beat him at basketball and stuff too.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Or anyone else.
The only thing with that, though, is that clearly they would have won, and there's no way they would have beat him if it's based on a video game algorithm, right? So it's just kind of like the way the plot resolved itself here, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's a wacky cartoon movie anyway, but if you're going to try and say this is based off video games and video game characters that are able to level up and stuff, makes it even more absurd, and you're like, okay, that makes no sense.
yeah. Like I said, I didn't pay as much attention to this, but I got some notes about people that are at least in the audience, and some of those are cool. Some of them we already knew about because they fucking people like took note of it a long time. Like a year ago, I heard about some of these.
Yeah, some of these were like,
Kong is in the audience though.
yeah.
Dino from the Flintstones. That was pretty cool.
I think like the whole Flintstones cast is hanging out by the car or something.
Iron
I think.
Giant, obviously. Nicholson Joker definitely saw, as well as
DeVito
DeVito Penguin,
Yeah, the DeVito
as
Penguin.
well as Adam West Batman
Yeah.
and Robin and Catwoman.
Yeah.
Voldemort, obviously Pennywise, Wicked Witch. Yeah, those are all the ones I took note of. Did I miss any?
There's a bunch in there, man. Like if you just go, if you sit down and go through
The
those scenes,
Animaniacs are hanging out.
Oh, I didn't see that.
up
That's
above.
cool.
yeah. So there's a bunch there you could probably go through scene by scene and like actually see who's in there. But
It's
like
been a
I just,
couple weeks since I watched it now. I can't remember.
yeah, I was like 2 weeks ago. I started watching again today after work, but didn't make it very far.
Yeah, I threw it on this afternoon, but
Is it?
like I said, it held my attention for a while, and then
The ending scene, once you got to the basketball game, I just didn't really care anymore. Unfortunately,
exactly.
it just kind of lost my interest. Besides the cameos, the cameos are the most interesting part about that whole
That's
scene.
because he's like, all right, like literally, there's a better movie that they didn't make.
The one where they don't actually play a basketball game. They just call it Space Jam because it happens to be a basketball player.
No, they could play basketball. That's fine. But the way to make it interesting is not make it Looney Tunes this time. Maybe just Bugs Bunny if you want. But I don't even think you need that. But when he's like, I'm going to make my dream team, and he's like, Superman? You're like, this could be an interesting movie.
Oh, yeah.
Or if it was a bunch of heroes from pop culture versus villains from pop culture instead of random made-up villains that I don't give a fuck about.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think that would then separate it from Looney Tunes.
which is fine.
It stops becoming a Looney Tunes kind of movie.
It doesn't need to be.
A Warner Brothers movie.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It was fully a Warner
But
Brothers
I think
movie.
that's what their mentality was. They wanted to keep it like the original. And
Well, yeah,
focus
it's a
on
sequel to the original. I get it, but
yeah, I would have liked to seen more of the.
when you open up the universe this way, it's like, well, why the fuck would you play a game with only Looney Tunes then? This
Yeah,
is
I wanna
fucking stupid. You have no chance of winning, and this is unrealistic, and I hate you.
Yeah, and why are all these people in the audience like no one gives a fuck in this universe? It's not going to change their outcome.
Right? Why isn't Pennywise fucking murdering people?
Yeah, exactly. Why isn't he eating children? Why didn't he eat Dom? That's really who he should have been playing. Was Dom was trying to eat his
Yeah.
soul.
So we did our own stupid little dream teams here.
Yeah, we did our own fictional dream teams.
We came up with 5 players just as starters. Not worry about anybody else. I did have some runner-ups I just wrote down for comedic effect, but that's about
Yeah,
it.
we got a few of those on there.
Anyway, what do you want? You want to go, Nick? What's your number? What's your first one? Who you got?
Who's your first player?
I put Squeak from Basketball.
For the Psych Outs?
Because I think you guys took the other two. So.
It doesn't matter. I didn't actually put them on my list. I thought that'd be funny. I wanted people who could actually whoop people's asses.
My list
Dude,
is
they're
like
really good.
a fucking dominating team.
What's your first one then?
My first one here, a couple of these are in pairs, but Neon Budo from Blue Chips, played by Shaquille O'Neal.
You're gonna fucking lose so hard.
No, Shaquille O'Neal.
You're gonna
Giantest
lose so
giant
hard.
ever.
My first starter is Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four because he's a
That's on my
stretchy
list, too,
motherfucker.
That's
Yeah.
on my list.
He is the perfect, ideal candidate for a basketball team, and cannot be stopped.
It's true.
What's your number 2, Nick?
My next one was Zach Morris. He was one of the best basketball players at Bayside.
Yeah, Saved by the Bell.
That's a good
Should have
one.
picked Screech. Go with your Squeak Screech.
Yeah. And he could stab the opponents.
And then what?
Make a porno.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Didn't he die recently too?
Yeah.
Rip.
Yep.
Dustin
So
Diamond.
my second player is Spider-Gwen from the Into the Spider-Verse universe.
All right.
Super skilled. I had Spider-Man on there, but we talked about diversity, and I was like, Spider-Gwen would be good.
Diversity.
I didn't change it up because of that, because I figured, well,
Well, she doesn't
That
have a
would be-
mask on either half the time, so it's a little easier for.
yeah.
And obviously, any spider-like character could hold the ball and like do all that and do all kinds of webs and shit. So I,
I
was like,
should have
all right.
picked the 50-foot woman from Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
Yeah.
What's that actress's name? I can't think of it now. Daryl Hannah? That's not Daryl Hannah, was it?
I don't fucking think so. That was like the
Not
50s.
Daryl. No, they made another one.
Really?
They rebooted that,
In
huh?
the 80s, I think.
My number 2 is Scott Howard, Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
I figured one of you guys would do that.
Fucking genius.
Yeah.
Unbeatable, man.
Don't worry, he's on my list as well.
Yeah, they remade it for a TV movie in '93 with Daryl Hannah.
Oh my god.
I thought it was in the '80s, but '93.
Huh. That works too.
What's your next character?
Mr. Fantastic.
Nice.
Does that mean his thing stretches too?
I
Oh,
could
hell
change
yeah,
it.
it does.
I could change it to the DC version, which is
He doesn't even have to like rock the hip movements. He can go in there and just fucking rock the G spot with his dong.
Yeah. So my third choice is Scott Howard as the Wolf from Teen Wolf. basketball.
Superhero sex organs.
Do you think he's like a dog gets a red rocket, or how does that work?
I mean, isn't it considered bestiality when she fucks him as the wolf too?
Yeah, well, it depends on what it looks like.
The rat. That's really what it depends on. If his
Yeah.
penis is still human, like sticking out of the fur, or if it turns into a red rocket with like
Yes.
a sheath now.
Yes,
grows his foreskin
that
back.
depends. And the master question here is, does he have a tail underneath his shorts that we don't see?
Make it DP.
He tucks it.
Kinky, ain't it?
Ooh.
All right. So what's your fourth pick?
I put in
Wait,
Oh, sorry, we
Did
skipped
you get
Alex.
skipped?
my third pick is the T-1000.
Okay, yeah.
Motherfucker can run. Motherfucker can stab motherfuckers. And
He should be able to stretch his arms too.
yeah,
I
he should
think.
be able to do some pretty cool shit.
Yeah.
Good, valuable member of the team.
Yeah. He'll kill any opponent that's in his way.
I put Inspector Gadget.
Oh, that's a
Same
good
reason
one.
with the-
Yeah, go
his
gadget
leg-
arms.
His legs and his arms.
Everything.
Helicopter.
His dick. He knows what his dick does. Has a helicopter
What does
and an
dick do?
ink squatter and a.
So my last two picks it's a combo pack. It's Sidney Dean and Billy Doyle from White Men Can't Jump. Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. Real fucking ballers.
I figured Nick might pick them actually.
No.
Thought about it.
Are we waiting on my number 4 then?
4.
Yeah.
Mario.
Super Mario or Mario?
Super Mario is
Okay.
Mario.
Well, Super Mario is when he has a mushroom. I know this because I've been reading lots of Mario shit with the kids.
All he has to do is eat a mushroom. That's just regular Mario. Super Mario is not a different person.
He's just bigger.
He's tripping on shrooms. We get it. That's why he thinks he's bigger.
Okay, fair enough.
He's like, whoa, dude, everything's fucking cool. I'm jumping into fucking clouds.
What's your
man."
number 4?
I did my 4. He's got to do his 4, right?
I did 4. That was Mario.
So I was ready for my.
5.
You said Mario. I was like, he said Mario. I put Jamal Jeffries, Miguel Nunez from Joanna Man. Because
Yeah.
I love Miguel Nunez.
I put Goku from Dragon Ball Z.
That's a good call.
Overpowering as fuck. Can literally teleport. So he can just go fucking drop the ball and repeatedly and win the game. And just fucking whoop everyone's ass. No one could beat him unless there's other Dragon Ball Z characters fighting him pretty much. Maybe, pretty much. That's that.
So I've got some honorable mentions. I'm just going to,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
obviously we've got the boys from basketball,
Mm-hmm. Reamer and Coop.
Reamer and Coop. That's an easy one. It's a very obvious one, but they can't really run much. So if you're just looking for shooting, then yeah.
Were there any Gremlins in this movie? Gremlins is Warner Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was. Was Gizmo in? I'm sure if we go and look, we'll find him in there. Especially since they just did that Mountain Dew commercial. I'm sure they had some of that shit ready to go. Honorable mentions. Scooby-Doo mashed up with the Harlem Globetrotters in an animated movie. So you could do any of the characters from that. They're all eligible and available. And what else? Oh, I think I had one more in here.
I got one. Since it's a fictional basketball team, I did say Jesus.
Yeah.
The Hulk, Ant-Man, Spider-Man. I just didn't want to do a whole bunch of superheroes.
Yeah, I also included Air Bud because a golden retriever that plays basketball? Fuck yeah. What kind of fucking world are we living in when we don't mention Air Bud?
I wrote down Terminator, then I was like, wait, I want to do the T-1000, actually.
T-1000's more mobile, more
Yeah.
flexible.
Yeah, he'd
Definitely
be a better
think-
basketball player. Yeah.
Definitely.
So let us know what your fictional basketball team is here. And don't just be stealing our picks. Come up with your own,
Yeah.
even though it's all going to be the same thing. We didn't follow the Warner Bros. Universe for that one, obviously. So
No. Yeah. So we're trying out, obviously, sort of a little bit of a new format here. We're just doing some more movie reviews separately. And we're going to see how it goes. Let us know how you like this video. Yeah, so check out our YouTube if you haven't, if you're listening to this on the audio feed, because we are going to be putting it on the audio feed. And, yeah, that's youtube.com/thefrogbros. The Frog Bros. Good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow. Couldn't you kill this dead air while I'm like looking for the button or something?
Oh, I
'Cause
thought we
look
were already
like
done.
We look like jackasses.
Don't you edit?
I
No.
thought you were done already.
Nope.
You said good night and have a pleasant tomorrow. That
Yeah,
means
but
we're
didn't
done.
you see me fucking literally we're recording still?
I thought you hit stop recording.
This
so.
is all in the video. I'm not
Well,
editing
good.
this shit.
Edit.
Nope.
Nah.
I refuse to edit.
Is it difficult to edit?
It is. It's difficult.
Just
Yes.
edit the last.
It just takes a while to
5
fucking
seconds?
compress
You
the
don't
video
even know.
down
Yeah.
and export it.
But good night.
It's gonna eat a lot of compute cycles. Francis may go off and on throughout the park for a while.
Does this have a lot of gigawatts to it? I can't get Jurassic Park back online without Dennis Nedry.
He didn't turn off the rap defenses, did he?
These are my dinner guests, the Frog Brothers.
Why the hell would he turn the other ones off?
Frog Brothers. These are my dinner guests, Frog Brothers. Frog Brothers. Frog Brothers. These are my dinner guests, the Frog Brothers. Frog Brothers. Frog Brothers. These are my dinner guests, Frog Brothers.
Shut this off. Shut these all off.